Something happened in 2025 that most people completely missed. The Pentagon released classified UFO files. Not rumors. Not internet stories. Real videos. Real photographs. Real government documents. For decades, these files stayed hidden from public view. Military cameras captured objects moving in ways that seemed impossible. No wings. No engines. No visible exhaust. Yet they moved faster and stranger than anything we know. And one question spread across the world. Did governments already know what these things were? Moon has been watching from space for a very long time, and Moon has questions. Let us be clear about what was actually released. These were not theories. They were not guesses. They were officially declassified documents and footage. US Navy pilots recorded unidentified objects during real military missions. Objects accelerated from zero to incredible speeds within seconds. Some disappeared underwater. Others appeared again high above the ocean. Some performed maneuvers that would likely kill a human pilot from extreme forces. Even former President Barack Obama publicly acknowledged that there are objects we cannot fully explain. Congressional hearings followed. Military personnel testified. Scientists demanded answers. But here is what makes this story disturbing. This is not a new mystery. For nearly 80 years, governments have faced questions about unidentified objects in the sky. In 1947, something crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. Initial reports described a flying disc. Then, only a day later, the explanation changed. Officials said it was merely a weather balloon. Witnesses were ignored. Evidence was classified. The case was closed. For decades, the official message remained nearly identical. Nothing unusual, nothing important. Just weather. Just satellites. Just misunderstandings. Then 2025 arrived. Suddenly, the subject could no longer be dismissed as imagination. So how much trust remains? A survey asked thousands of people a simple question. Do you trust how the government handles UFO information? Only about 10% answered yes. A large majority wanted complete disclosure. That is not a tiny group. That represents millions of people. The gap between public trust and government secrecy has rarely seemed larger. So what do the released files actually show? The Pentagon has documented hundreds of UAP incidents since 2004. Many objects appeared to outperform known aircraft. Some vanished from radar without explanation. Others reportedly traveled between space, atmosphere, and ocean environments. A former intelligence officer testified before Congress under oath. He claimed the United States possessed information regarding recovered non-human craft. Think about that carefully. Not an anonymous internet comment. A sworn statement. Made before Congress. Under legal accountability. Now Moon wants to offer a different perspective. Moon has watched Earth for billions of years. From this viewpoint, one thing becomes obvious. The universe is enormous. Scientists estimate the universe is approximately 13.8 billion years old. It may contain trillions of galaxies. Earth is only a tiny part of that vast reality. Is it possible that life exists elsewhere? Many scientists believe the odds are significant. Perhaps the real question was never whether something exists out there. Perhaps the real question is, what do governments actually know? So let us explore a possibility. What if governments already understand more about UFOs than they publicly reveal? What if advanced technologies are being studied behind closed doors? What if full disclosure would affect energy systems, defense strategies, economics, or even belief systems? What if secrecy is not about preventing panic? What if it is about maintaining control? Information creates power. And some information may be more powerful than anything in history. Whoever controls such knowledge could influence the future. That is not necessarily a conspiracy theory. It is a geopolitical question. And that brings us here. The files exist. The videos exist. The hearings exist. Pilots reported encounters. Government agencies investigated them. Congress held inquiries. Something was observed. Something was documented. And for many years, much of it remained hidden. The biggest unanswered question remains simple. Why? Why would a subject remain surrounded by secrecy for decades? What information is important enough to protect for 80 years? Noon has watched this story unfold from above, and Noon suspects there is still more to learn. Because one thing is certain. The story is not finished. And the sky was never the limit. It never was.